Hello, I'm Dane. Welcome to another episode of Dash Jutsu. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please consider subscribing and thank you. So sa episode na to, I will discuss my solution to a post in the Fabric community. So the gist is, this is a sample data. You have a column for project ID, a column for budget, FY25, and column for FY25 and FY26 cost. And the desired result is a waterfall chart. So let's go over to Power BI and discuss the solution. But ito muna yung gagawin natin. Punta tayo ng original data niya. So this is the original data. Tapos, lalagay ko siya sa waterfall chart. Yeah. And let's see if we can do this in using waterfall chart. So we have this. And next is, oops, unfortunately, it allows just a single measure. So, hindi ito yung gusto natin mangyari. So, let's head over to the query editor and let's see the changes I've made to that table. So, this is the original table. Ayan. So, yung ginawa ko is, first this, change type, and then unpivot other column. And the result is you have the attribute and the value columns. And so yung mga columns sa original table, we are now in the same column pero kanya-kanya sila ng rows. And then we have the values. And I added a new table. This is going to help us calculate the difference. So dito sa table niya, what he wants to happen is, so the difference between FY25 cost and then FY25 budget and FY26 versus FY25 cost. So ito yung order. So FY25 budget is order 1, it's one order 2, and order 3. So this will serve as our helper table para alam natin kung sino yung kukunin natin ng difference. So what we want is index 2, the values in index 2 minus the values in index 1, and so on and so forth. Let's go back to a designer. So, tingnan natin kung magwo-work naman itong unpivoted data natin. We'll see if this will work. So, this is our data and meron na tayong values, and then we just need to break our values then. Attribute. Ayan. And then we need to break this down by product ID. Okay. Delete ko muna 'to. Papalitan ko lang itong attribute using a column from calcs. And by the way, etong si calcs has a one-to-many relationship to our data based on attribute column. And let's sort this by attribute in ascending order. So, hindi pa rin ito because what the poster wants is we need to get we need to group those that are negative and those that are positive. So lahat ng positive nasa isang lugar and negative nasa isang lugar. So this will not work. So what do we do? First is we get the difference. So I'll go back to calc and then attribute, and then lagay ko na yun dyan, and then product ID. So we calculate a difference between, for example, FY25 cost and FY25 budget. So how do we do that? Ito yung sinasabi ko, the reason why we need this calcs table to help us calculate the difference. So first is we need to get the value of the index that is higher than the current index. So uh, lagay ko to dito attribute index. So, kukunin natin yung, so we have this FY25 budget which has an index of 1, and we want to get the value of the row that has an index which is higher than 1, which is plus 1. Ito siya. And then we subtract that from our value. So currently, ang index nitong C budget is index of 1, which currently is index of 1. So ang gagawin natin is we filter all of calcs, and then we apply a filter to the index column. And what we want is the current row index plus 1. And since we use all, the value will be applied to the whole table. Pero magbabago naman yung value kasi we use max and yun na. So, kunin natin yung, lagay muna natin yung value. Ayan. And then, lagay natin yung difference. Tingnan natin kung tama ba. So, let's see. So, 217 calculator. Oops. Calculator. So, where's my calculator? Here it is. So 2047,685 minus 1753908. So we have 293777, which is correct. And we add that difference to here. Okay, here we go. So na-calculate natin yung difference. Yung next goal natin is we need to group the differences based on whether they're negative or positive. So itong C439 to 429 will be one group, and the rest will be in their own group. So anong gagawin natin? Ito yung medyo complicated na stuff na ginawa ko. Gagawa tayo ng waterfall table. This is a disconnected table. It has no relationship to our, lagay ko nga si waterfall. Ayan. So si waterfall has no relationship to either calcs or data. This will help us in, assigning values to be used for our pseudo waterfall chart. So this is pretty complex, but let's break this down, dito ako medyo natagalan, eh, paano gagawin 'tong table na 'to. So, gawa ako ng bagong table, new table, and gawin kong waterfall 2, and then itong final result, assign ko muna siya sa variable na result. Okay, and return. So, first kong gagawin is return natin si attributes. Attributes variable is very simple. It's just a summarized version of calcs. Well, actually, I could have used calcs, but ayaw tanggapin ni Dax. Ayaw niya na you are directly referencing a table as is inside the variable. So I had to use summarize. Yeah. So we summarize calc by attribute and calc index, which is just the same as the original table. Okay. And then we create another table. So I'll return legend. So ito yung magiging legend natin mamaya. So we have category and we have legend. Kasi ang mangyayari is we'll be using this as our category in the visual, in the column. And then we need to break this down into two separate attributes. So we have the app, which is yung nasa taas na, which is, papakita ko Wait, going back to this. So app is this red thing here. Maliit na kasi yung volume, so medyo di ganun makita. And then down is here. And if you have watched my other tutorial on actual versus forecast, waterfall style, is meron actually column dito. And this column is called lower. Now, if I show this as a table, meron siyang yan, lower. Di lang siya visible because I made the color transparent. So we need this lower column here para maipatong natin itong si up and down. Otherwise, kung wala siya dyan, itong si up and down nandito yung sa baba and hindi natin ma-achieve yung waterfall chart nito. So, eto, meron actually invisible, may mga invisible values dito. So, tingnan ko. So, category. So, meron tayong category dito na up. Nandito si up. And then si up, meron tayong lower, and then si up. Or down pala. And then, same thing with down or up. Meron tayo dito invisible na column. So, yan yung gamit yan. And we have attributes too. So, bali sa attributes too is, it will hold our actual values. So, ito yung mga actual values natin. Actually, meron siyang actual, down, up. Nandito siya, hindi siya makikita dito because I made them invisible using a Unicode character. So, merong actual, down, up. Of course, we have our result column. Ito medyo komplikado ito. So, yung unang ginawa ko is, I cross-joined, at cross-join ko muna itong si attributes and legends. Actually, pwede naman gawin itong sa query editor, sa Power Query if you want it set in stone. Pero medyo hindi nga lang siya dynamic because yun nga, kailangan mo siyang i-paste. Or, you can make it dynamic as well, but depende sa how fast the actual data is, it can be very slow to create this table. So, ito yung result ng cross-join niya. So, we have up, down, then we have the attribute. Itong sa attribute, lalagay natin siya sa pinakababa. Nandito siya somewhere. Hindi itong FY25, FY25 cost, FY26. Nandito siya somewhere, but it's invisible. Right? And then after cross-joining, we added another table to it, which is union. So we created a union of the cross-join and the attribute table. So, ayan. Ngayon meron na tayong, ano ba yung kanina? Undo. So, ngayon meron na tayong actual rows. So, nandiyan yung actual natin. And then we created additional columns within this union and cross-join tables. Yeah. So these columns will help us sort our rows. Nandito si category sort. We have the index, which gagamitin natin to sort attribute, and legend sort. So itong si lower, dapat ano siya? Dapat si lower is sort 1. Kasi by default, itong si Power BI, it sort things sa stack column from bottom to top. So dapat nandito si sort 1 para itong si down nandito sa tataas. Kaya itong si lower, sort 1. And we added extra columns. So, anong gamit ng extra column na ito? So, these extra columns will be what we'll be using dito sa categories. We will not be using the ones with visible values para hindi siya madumi at saka para ma-achieve niyo yung look na gusto ni user. So, ito yung FY25 budget, FY25 cost, FY26 cost. So, makikita mo na hindi repeated itong mga values na 'to. But hindi naman natin siya puwede ilagay sa taas, so dito na siya ilalagay sa baba. And invisible category. So, how did I do that? I used UniCar 8203, which is a no width space. So, wala siyang width, but it will make your or wala siyang width, but meron siyang character, yun lang. Tapos invisible attribute to, which is actually this one. Kasi nga 'di ba, what we want to achieve is we want FY25 budget, FY25 cost, and FY26 cost to appear just once. So, ayan. If this is the actual category, we want these attributes to appear. Otherwise, they should be invisible. And then we have invisible attribute sort to. That is to sort these. Okay. Kung ilalagay mo siya sa column, sa table, ganyan yung magiging itsura niyan. Ito nandito supposedly nandito yun sa FY25 budget. Kung FY25 budget yung gagamitin natin na, or I mean, kung attribute column yung gagamitin natin, makikita natin siya dito. But since we use those invisible characters, we can't see them. And here comes our measure. Let's go back to the difference. So we have these difference. And now, yung kailangan natin gawin is we need to group the differences into ups and downs. And we do that by creating a virtual table first. So we summarize, kasi nga yung evaluation natin is by project ID. Each project ID, kailangan natin kunan ng difference. So we summarize by project ID. We created this virtual column, and the value of that virtual column is the difference measure. And after that, we add another column to categorize the differences. So if the difference is, if the difference is greater than 0, it's up, otherwise it's down. And after this, we need to filter this. So kailangan muna natin na may physical column tayo para ma-distribute natin itong trend virtual column para kumbaga ma-materialize natin siya. So if I put this, ilalagay natin siya dito sa waterfall 1. And then we have legend up and down. And lagay natin si project. Dapat yun siya. Project ID and mag-error siya. Okay. Because there are no relationship between data and waterfall. And then lagay na rin natin itong attribute column na. Okay. So next na gagawin natin is lalagay natin itong si waterfall measure. And para malinaw, gawin natin siyang matrix. Ano ba 'to? So, actual down, up. So, hindi pala yung full measure gagamitin natin, but difference by trend. Ayan. Project ID and then legend. Lagay natin sa legend. So, eto na. Na-group na natin sila. Ayan. So, as you can see, may sarili-sariling grupo na sila. So, itong si up, yung mga positive, nandito sila sa up. And then down, nandito sila sa kanilang grupo. Balikan natin yung difference by trend measure kasi I forgot to discuss something. So, after nating ma-filter based sa legend value natin dito sa waterfall, is kailangan natin kunin yung actual value. So, we use SumX to sum the virtual column diff. Then na-filter na using our values in waterfall legend. And kung papansin mo, there's only down and up. Although marami tayong values dun sa legend. Because dito sa virtual column natin na trend, there are only two values, which are up and down. And so we're down to the most complex part, the measure. Now let's start with, of course, selected category. It's a very simple one. You just, create a selected value of our waterfall category. So just selected value waterfall category. A max attribute. So ito yung max attribute, yung gagawin niya. It will check the maximum visible index. So in this case, the maximum visible index natin is 3. Itong si waterfall. And the reason why we want to calculate the max attribute index, we'll find out later. And we create a value for our actual. So what we use is, since there's no relationship between our data and waterfall value, then we use treat as. So Or you want to get the value from the sum of value from data table that matches the values we have from the waterfall table. And then we have another variable for um, whether it is up and down. So, kumbaga, ito yung up and down natin. Kukunin natin itong values ni up, yan, up and down. Yan yung gagawin ni waterfall measure. I mean, ni up and down. So, if the selected value is not equal, ayun na nga, to max attribute, then i-return na itong absolute value difference by trend, and we want the difference by trend to be evaluated by our attribute. This should actually be using box. Okay. So, ayan. The reason why we want these conditions because ayaw natin na merong mga extra values dito. It will stop at FY26 cost. Kasi ito, meron niyang, ito, FY25 budget, meron niyang dito. We're up or down. Then, same here, meron siya dito. And in this, dito sa FY26 cost, kasi it's end na to dito, hindi natin kailangan yung mga extra columns or values. And then, we calculate lower. Ito si lower kasi, magdedepende yan sa values nitong ito. So, kumbaga, kung if we're looking at down, dapat ima-match natin yung height ng lower sa the lower between FY25 cost and FY25 budget. But if it is up, we want to match the height of we want to get the height of FY25 cost kasi papataw natin dito si up eh. And kaya nga pala bakit ito pula kasi we are comparing cost versus budget. The actual cost versus actual budget. So, siyempre 'pag yung actual mo na cost is mas mataas dun sa sa budget mo, then we want it red. Ito yung ginagawa niyan. If you don't know yet, you can actually create variables inside a variable, and these variables will be evaluated within the context of variables. I mean, itong mga variable dito sa loob ni lower will be evaluated within the context of this variable. So for example, meron akong result dito and meron din akong result dito sa labas. This result will be evaluated within this lower variable. So naka-contain na siya dito sa lower variable natin. Hindi niya pa kailangan itong nasa labas. And of course, we have our result. So if legend natin is actual, then we turn actual. If legend is lower, then we turn lower. Now, if legend natin is nasa up or down, then we turn up or down. And here we go. So, itong si lower, nandito siya, and it's a color transparent. And since marami tayong legend actually, meron tayong actual, up, down, and lower, tinanggal ko si legend dito sa main table. And this is, I mean, sa main visual, and this is a separate visual on its own. And filter it to just down or up. Okay, I hope you learned something. Thank you for staying with me. Have a good one. Bye bye.